My name is Amber, and today I am going to share Edgu, spinal movement maintenance practice with you. So I've been an Edgu teacher for 6 years, and I love how it moves the arm and shoulder through all the possible range of motion and how it opens through the thoracic, through the belly in a way that I haven't found anywhere else. So we're going to go over the foundational principles. I'll also make a sub video that kind of refines those. And then we'll do the practice. So typically Edgu is about a 45-minute practice, and then we do some seated meditation at the end. Edgu refers to your spine, so we're really focusing on the spine, opening the spine, which is where all the nerves come out into the rest of the body, and also working on disc health. So I just found out that I have a couple disc issues that I wasn't aware of the severity of them. So it's pretty common in people to maybe have something going on. So really great for disc health. Edgu, that edge, is also talking about our mental edge. So it is a guided meditation as well, and working with the mind. So typically we are in goddess stance, but you can also do it seated. So I love that because if you're at the office, push back from your desk, do a few of the motions. It works great. So foundational principles. One is the holding the hips stable and tucking the tailbone. So a lot of us are like this most of the day, so we get tight front and back here, and that's where a lot of that lower back pain is coming from. So even if we're not doing Edgu, we want to think of that tucking the tailbone under a little bit, and you see that when I do that, it automatically brings my head back. So another approach would be to think about doing that with our head more often. So instead of rushing through our day, like, oh, I have a lot of things to do, I'm going to move from center. So we're in that goddess stance, scooping the tailbone, not moving the legs. We're going to want to drop into our hips, right? Because that's where we have flexibility, is in the joints. And when we don't do that, we have to open through here. So we're going to, principle 1, tuck the tailbone, don't move the legs. Principle 2, start really slow. So that gets the little stabilizers to have to work instead of dropping into the big muscle groups. 3 is the 2 choruses, right? So this is like a song. We have a verse, we have the chorus. So the first chorus is called the 3-part core movement. It is like we're holding a giant beach ball. All the movements in Edgu, the arms are long. So when we do our reaching, we're not bending and reaching, we're doing long reaches. So first chorus, 3-part core Mobius. It's like we're holding a giant beach ball. We turn it on the side. Thumbs are pointing the same direction. It's like an infinity sign. So down, up through center, other side. So that's the masculine, thumbs leading. We reverse, pinkies lead. Same thing. And then carry plates. Second chorus is called the pendulum. Energetically, we're doing like a pump of the central vessel after we've cultivated this energy. We tuck the chin, and then it's like we're sliding along the wall, pulling taffy, opening up the side body. Come back to center, other side. So that's the pendulum. At the end, when we worked with the chakras and the energy centers, it's like we have a grapefruit. We slice it vertically. We have these grapefruit halves that we're going to twist. And then we rotate through the different centers. If we do this without pausing, we're doing the same rotation in the wrists the whole time, right? So once in a while, we want to pause, not rotate, switch sides, and the rotation shifts. All right, I know that's getting really nuanced, but it's there for you. What else? We'll see as we go, right? Okay, so let's drop in. It's good to do barefoot so that you can connect to the earth. You can ground your energy. And we want to think about in goddess stance and even seated that gravity is holding us there. We can use less muscle effort. So you can always change the angle of your toes. When you start to get tired, you can lift the toes to utilize the fronts of the shins a little bit more. So come out and release as you need to, and then sink back in. So deep breath. Again, trying to soften here, just letting gravity root us down to the earth. We start by inhaling, opening the arms up wide. Exhale, give ourselves a hug. Just breathe here, maybe grabbing the inner shoulders. So moving from this heart-centered place, nice and slow, start to rotate. And breathe. You're going to want to move fast or faster, so slow it down. Good. Inhale, center. Look down at which arm is on top. Inhale, open back up. And again, other arm comes across. And gently rotate. Setting any intentions you have for your practice. Good. And then inhaling, opening up, inviting in the light of the sun. 3-part core Mobius. So you can always extend how long you do each of the motions. Pause, reverse, pinkies lead. So this crossing the center line helps to balance the hemispheres of the brain. Come to center, carry plate. So showing up with our gifts this new day. We start with the inner chores. That's the first part. So hands come across, flex through the wrists, washing the windows. So clearing our perception of outdated beliefs and judgments. Change directions, pinkies come across. Let the gaze follow. So we're getting the neck in there, but it's not leading. So the movement's starting from the spine, then extends to the eyes. Let the eyes come back around. And again, now that we have these clear windows, we can let even more light in. Invite in that light. Coming back to center. Pausing, reversing, balancing, slowing down. Then come to center again, showing up. Now that we can see what other gifts we can bring to the present moment. Let's polish the doorknobs. Reach down and twist. My arms are really long, swinging around. Reverse the rotation in the wrists. And breathe, scoop the tailbone. So doing this in front of a mirror would be great, so you can really look at your knees, look at your hips. Good. And invite in the light of the sun. So balancing masculine and feminine within ourselves. Pause, reverse. And as we get warmer, maybe the hands come apart a little more and carrying plates. How can I be of service today? So we polish the doorknobs, windows, doors. So we're going to sweep to the side. So closing those old doors, wrapping up old chapters, letting things start to not be the center of our experience. And then we're going to come up, shoulder level, my palms are facing the same direction. It's like the revolving door. So big pushes back, palms are going back, hips are not moving. Again, slow it down. Good, and then last door to the heart. So we're moving those walls out. We want to have space. Start to decorate that internal temple of the heart so that it's comfy to rest there. Nourishing. And now that we have this open heart space, let's call in that light into the heart. Sun, Moon, Mobius. Pause, reverse. Light of the moon. And center carrying plates. So this is like we have a broomstick behind the back, so we're moving as one unit. It's not just the arms coming across. Whole thing is rotating. Good. Come to center. Inhale, relax, strain the legs. Shake it out. In a normal class, I do, 3 or 4 different stretches here. Maybe hamstring stretch, quad stretch. It's a lot. So use a stool if you need to. That can help really focus the movement into the spine. When you're ready, settle back in. So inner chores are done. We're going out to do the outer chores. So out in the garden. And we're going to start by harvesting, reaching up. We're grabbing in front. We're opening and back, putting it in a bucket. The bucket's so big we don't really even need to look, but we're going to let the head move. So our past self, the things that we've done before to set us up, to move us along the path, to be here now. Thankful, acknowledging those things. And then we're going to pause, reverse. So sowing seeds for our future self. We're thinking about what is it that we want to plant now? What are we going to want in the future? So that long-term thinking, setting ourselves up. And because we plant by the light of the moon, we're going to start with the pinkies. Moon Mobius. Long arms. So sometimes I'll do this with poi just to add more weight, right? So you could do hand weights, a kettlebell if you're crazy like that. Pause, reverse, and the sun. So honoring that we need both the sun and the moon for the earth to be alive. Otherwise it would be a desert. Center. What are we willing to share now? What are we willing to let go of to free up our energy? And then let's go out. Since we harvested those tree fruits, we're going to go out at waist level, right? Kale, corn, flowers, abundance, money, love, time, friendship, whatever it is. Call it in, grab it, and bring it in. Knowing that you deserve that, whatever you want, call it in, and then pause, reverse, sending it out, knowing that if something we want is something someone else probably wants too. So knowing that there is endless abundance available to everyone, just like a flame, right? We can share that, it doesn't diminish. So sending those seeds out. And again, pause, invite in the light of the moon. Just resting in your worthiness, in your enoughness, just as you are. Pause, and the sun. Inviting in that creative energy, our power. pause, and again, serving. Last but not least, take a little break. Ooh, starting to feel that burn. Okay, we're gonna harvest those root veg. So we're still reaching long, scooping the tailbone, but our head's gonna stay upright. So those treasures in the earth, right? So that growing up through the dirt, through the experience, all that buried treasure. Uncover it, whatever it is you want. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, more abundance, money, home, land, healthy community. Call it in. Good. Pause, and again, reverse. So many levels that we're working on to tend to continue to tend to. It's that chop wood and carry water. So being here now, and also preparing, reaching forward through time. Good. Pause. Last one. Light of the moon, pinkies. Nice and slow. Through center. Pull those lower ribs in. Slow down in any crunchy parts. Okay, pause. Thumbs lead. Light of the sun. Good. And center. Carrying plates. Oh yes, and since we harvested all of this delicious abundance, let's cut it up. Arms come up, shoulder level, thumbs are pointing the same direction. Slice it up. Feeling that juiciness run down the arms, cutting it into bite-sized pieces, right? So part of the human process is that we don't get everything we want all at once, and that is okay. Pause, reverse again. Digestible bits of experience coming through all the time. This delicious food, we have so much. Open up wide, big trays of goodness. Taking whatever we need, we're going to surrender the rest. So hands, palms out, drop in front of us, clearing the energy field, releasing, sending it out. And then we'll turn the hands in, clearing the inner body. Still, legs don't move. I know it's hard. Let them shake. Lift the toes. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Sense out into the aura. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Take a break. So I'm going to move on to the stool for this next set. So we did the inner chores, the outer chores, and now we're going on the outer journey and then the inner journey. So we're going to step into this boat, which is the path of our lives. And we're going to start to paddle because we are hard working people, right? I work hard like that. And so we're just going to paddle. We're going to try and direct the course of our life. So I'm grabbing a paddle. I'm making a fist with the lower hand. The top hand is is open, like pushing the paddle. Again, arms are long, scooping the tailbone, belly's holding, paddling. I think I know what's best for my life. I'm going to direct it. I'm going to make it happen. And then we realize that life is going to take us where it wants to go. And sometimes it's easier if we can relax and be in the flow. So we're going to reverse and toss the paddle away. Just letting go of control. Realizing, no, we don't know. We know a few things, but we don't know. And that's okay. And on this river of life, as we can settle into the now, pause, relax, we're coming to the pendulum. So tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, contain that energy. Inhale, open up to the side like we're pulling taffy. So the pendulum ticks and talks. We know that time doesn't really exist. So now that we're here flowing with life, we can start to take a moment in our boat and we realize we brought a bunch of baggage with us. Boat is full. So we're going to stay on one side. We're going to reach over. We're going to grab that BS and we're going to toss it out. To say thank you and release. Sending it back to the cosmic compost pile. Imagining it turning to sparkles, not glitter because glitter is moopy, but sparkles, abundance, new soil, seeds, dollar bills. Good, just toss it out. Really hold the legs here so that we get the lats and the connective tissue of the back to open up. Okay, and then let's pause because we have this space. We can call in the things we really want. So not what society told us we want, what we know we want. So time, energy, money, love, friendship, choice, freedom. Call it in, yes. Pull it into our present experience, our near present experience, the now. And then pause and reverse. Other side, we realize it's a little bit more baggage. Found that other junk drawer, grab it and let it go. Hey, thank you, that old stuff. Addiction to sugar, to technology, to social media, to distraction, to not speaking up, whatever it is. Name it. Name it for yourself in your head out loud. Let it go. Let it go. Codependency. Laziness. Pause, reverse. What do you want? Breathe it in. Grab, release, open and back. Again, hold the legs, hold the belly. Pick it up. Time, energy, money, love, and friendship. Time, energy, money, love, and friendship. Land. Healthy food and water. Yes. And then come to center, pendulum. And again, dropping back into the now. We never know, so let us enjoy this moment that we have. Let us tap into those feelings of goodness right now. Unconditional love, abundance, and then come back to center. So now that we have this boat full of goodies, as we go down the stream, palm is going out, pinky's coming back. We're saying thank you to all those people, all those experiences that we've had. Oh, thank you. May take the lesson, leave the rest, let them go. Thank you and release. Thank you and release. We can pick it up. And then reverse, coming across the body, saying hello to all the future experiences, people, places that we're going to meet, unknown, welcoming those experiences. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good. And we get to that shore of our new life, our boat filled with goodies. We're gonna dive in. I like to think of flower petals. We're gonna scoop up this goodness. We're gonna shower it out to everyone. So again, sacral pump, sending that goodness out like a fountain. And as above, so below, within, so without. Call it in for ourselves. So hands to ourselves. Reverse what arm comes across. Call it in. And then again, standing up, straightening the arms. Exhale, gently float the hands down. And then withdrawing from that outer journey, returning to the inner journey. So this is where we're working with the chakras. Again, we have this grapefruit that's cut vertically. We're going to start at the root. Still staying upright in the head. Start to rotate. So you can visualize the energy centers, this red energy coming up from the earth. Warming, relaxing, feeling safe and grounded in our body. Up to the second chakra, that creative sexual energy. Orange, up through the solar plexus. Again, do that pause with the hands and then switch the rotation. Yellow, calling our power back. In this moment, we get to choose again and again to the heart. Rainbow bridge, up to the neck. Blue, bright, light, ocean. Up to the indigo, the third eye. To the crown. White, silver, gold. And working our way back down. So balancing Ida, Pingala, up and down. All the way down, and then we're gonna pause here, and it's kind of like doing the lawnmower, right? So again, scoop the tailbone, keep nice and stable. We're gonna strong breath, harnessing that power, pulling it in, pulling up. And then again, work your way up the spine, rotate the hands, rotate the wrists, clear those centers all the way around. So forward, backwards, all directions, up, down, out. Legs are steady, legs are steady. Keep it up, we're almost there. All the way up. And same thing from spirit, from the sky. Pull it in. Pull it in. And again, up and work it in. Integrate through the crown, through the third eye, or intuition. The throat. The heart. Keep rotating, rotate around. Breathe. Solar plexus. All the way down to the root. Good. And then inhale, gently relax. Sweep the arms up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, arms down. This last move, we're going to dive into this ocean of love and abundance. Down to the feet. Scoop it up through the body. Nourishing all the cells, all the tissues. Open up. Sending that out to the world. We'll do that twice more. Dive in. Breathe it up from the heart. Send it out. Last one. Then releasing control of the breath. We'll come to seated for about a 5-minute meditation. So giving yourself this time to relax, to receive the benefits of your practice, to really honor that balance of doing and being. So again, letting the body relax into the seated position. You can also lay on your back. Just let the body soften into the earth. Let the muscles relax on the bones, and even allowing the bones to relax. Do a couple cleansing breaths. Exhale out the mouth. You can scrunch up the face and let it relax. Starting to let the jaw soften. And inhaling, allowing ease to start to work its way through the body, through the mind. Maybe noticing a moment of stillness between the thoughts. That moment of pause between the inhale and the exhale. Breathing into the space within you. Then out to the space around you. And then connecting the two. Breathing into the space within the body. Then exhale, move awareness to the space outside of the body. Breathing love into the body and then letting that love radiate out. Scanning the body, noticing any places that may be calling your awareness, calling your attention, any sensations. Nice and easy, starting to deepen the breath. When you're ready, gently bringing the hands up to prayer position. Again, gently bowing the head, seeing the hands like the light of a flame, staying tuned into that light and that wisdom that's available to you, moving from that heart space, sharing that light with others. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in each of you. Thank you guys for practicing with me. Namaste. Again, any questions, comments, thoughts, please leave them in the comments or send me a message. And we'll continue to refine this as we start to have our weekly Edgu offering. Thanks.